Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us yet again here for Wallaby Racing League. Tonight, a little bit different. We're starting off with a pit lane walk. Just joining a couple of the lads in pit lane. Do a couple of personalised interviews to try and better get to know our drivers. Do a couple of hot laps with them. See their feels on the track, their feels on the car. Just that sort of stuff. Now, I'm also joined here, like I said, every second week by my co-host, Evil Blade. Evil Blade, thanks for joining me, mate.
You're welcome, mate. Happy to, join in with the comms. I actually enjoy doing this.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yes.
It's really good fun. We are around Canada tonight. So, guys, what we'll be doing is like I said, we'll do all of our things that we need to do. And then we'll go on a short break. We'll probably stop the stream and then we'll move over to the lobby for the actual race itself, and then we'll come back to being live. Now, Bladey, who do you think we should try and interview first, my friend?
I think first off, it'd have to be Car Game.
Well, Car Game is going out a lap right now, so should we possibly see if we can get J Rockets in?
Yeah,
maybe.
See if we can get J-Rocket.
So he's, what's he, number 3 in the standings, I believe.
Yes,
so bear with me. No one has said that they're not willing to join party, so that's good. No, can't see that. Excellent. Okay, so let's see if we can get J Rockets in, shall we? 1 second. Do you want to invite him to the party, mate?
Yep.
So in the meantime, I'm going to run on board with just another car while they're out on track. Now Jack Sully is just starting his lap now, so we might ride on board with him for a little bit. Here we go, we've got some people joining. Gumbo's just joined the practice lobby. W.R. Kirko has joined the practice lobby. It's good to see those blokes in here, getting some practice in.
Yes, definitely.
Driver 48, thanks for joining chat, mate. Yeah, look, Car Gamer is, I'm not gonna lie, I think Car Gamer is probably my favourite for tonight.
Definitely a favourite, yeah.
Yeah, look, I've raced with Hannafan on this track. Unless he's had a lot of practice on this track, I don't know. Knowing him, he definitely has.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
But this is probably one of the only tracks I can sort of stick with him and potentially make a pass. I'm not talking about Andy Hannafan here, but Car Gamer again, he's just on fire.
He really is.
Yeah. So I think, look, my pre-race predictions already is going to be Car Gamer for the win, Hannafan for P. I'm going to go P4. I'm going to throw him out of the top 3 for this round. P2, I'm going to go with J Rocket, and P3 again, I'm going to go with. I'm going to go Jack Sully. I reckon he could put it in there.
I reckon
I reckon Jack Sully can get it up there.
I think he can.
What about your predictions?
Man, I'm not sure. I kind of got to say if J Rocket, he gets a good start and doesn't fumble, he could potentially win. I mean, but definitely Car Gamer's up there, and Andy H. So could even have Henchman up there as well after he scored.
I think
a
Henchman
podium.
is another good one.
Yep. But yeah, I guess time will tell. I don't really want to put commentator's curse on anybody just yet.
The old commentator's curse. So RB already sets his first time with a 1:15.4. Now Car Gamer is also on a lap, so this is going to be interesting where it puts him. He's coming into the. He's invalidated. Yep.
He's done that before.
As I say that.
No, he's already invalidated.
Oh, there you go. So here we go. We've got Kirko, who has just joined us. We've made our way down to the AlphaTauri Pitbox. Hello, Rose in chat. That is Evil Blade with me in the comms box, my friend. But we are going to start our chat with the one and only league owner, Kirko. How are you, Kirko?
Good. Gentlemen, how are you guys?
Yeah, good, man. Look, we've, I mean, I don't know about Bladey, but I've invited you to the party just to ambush you.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, on the ambush. Okay.
No.
What do we got, gents? What do we got?
No. So, look, couple of questions. You know the drill. You guys have, I mean, it was yours and Gumbo's creation, this little pre-race lobby, interviews, practice lobby, that sort of thing, which I think is an awesome idea. So, obviously, we've adopted it now.
Happy to join
yeah,
you
like
guys.
I said, you know the drill.
Happy to join you guys.
Excellent.
What questions you guys got tonight?
Well, look, I think, firstly, all I want to know, like, my big question for you is your preparation for Canada. What's your prep? Have you done much? Have you figured out your setup yet? Is this what it's all about now? Is this your practice? Is this your setup time?
Perfectly honest, I did a 45-minute session.
Okay.
Couldn't break the minute 12 in TT, mind you. It was only TT. Couldn't break the minute 12. But in saying that, I did 20 laps at minute 12 with no invalidations, no nothing. So I was pretty happy with that.
Well, that's typical Kirko consistency. So
Yep,
I
definitely.
think that's a good sign in itself. Absolutely good sign. Blade, have you got a question at all?
I do. How was today, mate?
Today?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't remember.
school. Yes, I went to a school instead today. My daughter's band finished second.
Oh, very good.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
I'm home with a trophy, which is good.
Oh my god, by the way, I have to tell you now, I actually lost my bananas when I read your comment about your son. So for those of you who don't know, it was hilarious. I had to lose it. Kirko's son licked a Tesla and said it tastes like musks. It tastes like musk sticks.
Yes, we left we left the local entertainment
Play on
centre,
words.
and there was a Tesla sitting out the front, and he's always said, "I'm going to lick a Tesla the first time I can get up close to it." And he literally ran up and licked the boot of the Tesla.
Well, I'm surprised it actually didn't taste a little dirty, to be honest.
Oh, I'm so glad it didn't stand off the alarms, because I know the alarms that are in those things. And he goes,
that's actually really
and
funny.
he goes, "It tastes like Elon Musk sticks, Dad." And I just like, I had a bit of a giggle, and I went, "Okay, I'll pay that one. I will pay that one, buddy."
Oh, that's funny. Look, moving on, I'm going to ask a question for you. Again, this I'm going to go off the same sort of outline. The process that you guys have, because this one actually interests me. So 3 questions for you guys. Who do you want to take out to dinner? Who would you put into a wall in a 5-lapper? And who do you want to beat on track? I think I know the answer for all 3, to be honest.
Not quite.
No? Okay.
Actually, to beat on track at the moment, it's probably defeated Damo or Warwolf at this track.
Okay.
At this track.
Ooh.
I know Warwolf.
Jack Sully has just put it into a wall. Sorry, keep going.
But yeah, I think they're probably the 2 drivers that I'm stood up to speed with. 1 lap ahead, so
Yep.
I think I can probably try to give those 2 a nudge. Put it into the war in a 5-lapper. That's really defeated Damo, because he would send me a text message saying nasty things.
Well, do you think he'd just try and beat you on the golf course?
Yeah, he probably.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. There.
And then out to dinner.
Out to dinner, I think. I'd probably take out Henchman, to be honest, just to give him a few beers, and I reckon he'd be a barrel of laughs.
Oh, he'd be hilarious, I reckon. Oh yeah, I reckon.
Quite
That's it.
Quite a few people in the league that we can't take out for a couple of beers, so I think Henchman will be one of them.
Should be out there, absolutely. Look, I think from first season, second season, third season, and I reckon Blade will agree with me here, we've seen a massive growth in terms of your speed and your consistency in this game. Going from season 1, I believe you were in the McLaren with Goffey. Season 2, what car were you in season 2? I cannot remember.
I was in the
You're in the Haas, that's right.
Yep.
In the Haas.
Thank you.
Damo matched it out, and I was like, lucky to finish.
Yeah, right. And now you've moved on over to the AlphaTauri. Out of the 3, so McLaren, Haas, AlphaTauri, keeping in mind that yes, the AlphaTauri is a step up from the rest in terms of like the car packages because of the new regulations. But which one would you say is your favourite car so far to drive?
Perfectly honest, with the new car now that we have now, the new regulations and that, probably the AlphaTauri. It actually sounds a lot better through the headphones and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I seem to hit the gear changes a lot better.
Okay.
In 2021, I was missing a lot of gear changes in the McLaren.
Yeah, okay.
Bit more high pitched, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yep, no, it does. Look, I fully agree. There's cars for me. I'm in the Mercedes this year again, and going from Mercedes in season 1 to the Ferrari in season 2, back to the Mercedes in season 3. And I've raced around in other cars as well, just for in either other leagues or just for fun. And the fun car that I like is the Alpine because it sounds so nice, it's so smooth to drive. Whereas I can't get used to this Mercedes, so I definitely understand where you're coming from there. So
they just sound so much different. Sometimes you can hear the turbo spool up, and sometimes you can't, depending on the car. So
yeah, I fully agree. Blade, have you got any more questions for Kirko before we let him get on track and have a blat around?
I'm surprised that your person you want to hit out in a 5-lap would be defeated Dano. I thought you would pick somebody else, to be honest.
Oh, look, honestly, I agree. I thought you were going to pick Gumbo Kebab for all 3 of
Yeah,
us.
so did I.
Just take him out in the race, take him out for dinner, and then try and beat him in the race at the same time.
Actually,
beat him and take him out is the same.
in saying that, Gumbo would be a chick dinner, wouldn't he? You just got to buy him a kebab.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. All right, Kirko, we're going to leave it there, mate. Get out on track, have some fun, get some practice in, and we'll see you out on track in Canada.
Beautiful. Thanks, lads.
Enjoy,
Thanks, mate. Talk to you soon. So there we go. So that was the one and only Kirko, our almighty leader for the league here. I'm going to get Kano in for a quick interview. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no.
Blade, anyone that you want in particular, or Kano?
Kano next. If Henchman jumps on, definitely get him in.
I reckon Henchman will run out of time because it's almost 7:30.
Wow.
So yeah, it's 12 minutes too. So
Maybe after Kano, maybe Unique.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. Oh, actually, is Unique on now? Is he?
I believe so. Yeah, he's
In
the lobby.
He is too. That's who I'm going to get in. I'm going to get Unique in because I want to ask him a few questions actually. Where is Unique? Unique New York. Unique New York. There he is. So let's get Unique into Zibati. Here he is. Unique, how are you, my friend?
Hey boys, how are we?
Hey, good man, how are you?
Good. What's happening?
Good. It's been a while since I've heard your voice.
Sure has.
Love your soothing voice as I cruise around Canada.
Oh, don't start. Blushing.
Just keep
look,
talking to me for the next little bit so I can fire off a
I
couple
will
of quick
get
laps.
a good lap in. Yeah, righto. I'm gonna get oh, you're on track now, so
Yeah, I'm
that's good
cruising
actually.
around.
We can watch you well. Excellent. Getting a bit of pracky in.
Yes,
It
mate.
looks like your times are improving too, so that's really good to see.
Look, to be honest, I went full traction control. I struggled a little bit on medium, so went back to
That happens.
full traction just to get used to the wheels. So
Yep.
get a little bit more confidence on that throttle. So yeah.
And how are you finding? So how are you finding that transition from controller for the last 2 seasons with Wallaby, now moving into the new era with the cars that are a hell of a lot more slipperier in the rear end? How are you finding that transition?
Look, I struggled going from controller to wheel. I think it was that transition to the new cars, but it also was just that transition to a new way of driving. I was so used to, with controller, I was just flicking it in, and then as soon as your thumb was off the turning in, you chuck straight on the throttle. So I think I struggled with that area of things, and that's where my biggest difficulty was with the wheel. I was still turning sort of with the wheel, and then I'd chuck straight on the full throttle, and then I'd spin out, and then I went the other way. So I was real hesitant on the throttle, and
Slow you down outside of the corners.
yeah. So I think going back to full traction, I think I'll get a bit more confidence just in the turning and the throttle, and yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll go from there. It's been a lot of fun, as it always is. So something different to
Look,
learn.
it definitely brings in a new element. Hey, it definitely brings in that new element.
100%, and it's a lot more fun. So yeah, no, it's been a blast so far. As it always is in Wallaby. It's
absolutely
good fun, and that's all you can really ask for, to be honest, on a Sunday night.
Yeah. Look, for those of you who are transitioning to wheel too, like I think a lot of people who have made that move have all been in the exact same places as what Unique has. I know I was when I first moved over.
Yep, I was as well.
Yeah, even going to moving from. I started out in the same thing. I went to mediums, moved back to full, went back to mediums, then went back to then went to no traction, back to mediums, back to no traction. Now I'm just sticking with no traction. I can't be bothered changing anymore. But I think the biggest piece of advice that I can give anyone when it comes to powering out of corners on a car that is so slippery on a wheel is that you need to make sure that your wheels are dead straight before you start to power out. It's so touchy because if you don't, those back wheels are going to start to spin and then you're going to go around. So definitely keep that in mind. Play with your throttle linearity, play with your throttle saturation, that sort of stuff too. Have a good look around YouTube. You'll find some setups.
And that's the thing.
What wheel did you end up getting?
I just got the G920.
Yeah.
But
I've
ordered from MVH Studios just the
hey.
add-on. So.
Yeah, the Formula One add-on.
Yeah. So that's coming soon, which will be exciting. A little bit of
I've got that as well.
Bit of a tax back reward for myself.
Nice.
12
Always
months
got
of
to treat
hard
yourself.
work, mate. Deserve a little bit of something for yourself, hey?
Definitely, definitely. They're fun to put on. Did you get any other things for it? Just the wheel itself, or
just I bought a stand.
Yep.
Me and my wife are just in a 1-bedroom apartment, so I just got the next level, just the stand. So I've got sitting on the couch on the stand, and then as we move into a new place, obviously I'll look to get the full setup. But
rig.
Yeah.
And did you get any MVH studio attachments or anything?
No, I didn't. I just got.
Tell you when you get the chance, buy the paddle shifter magnets.
Yeah.
Oof. Changes everything, man. Those shifters, I found that like with the G920 when you first shift on the stock ones, it's just very. Sometimes you can't feel that you've shifted, and it doesn't react properly. Whereas you get the metal ones, the magnet ones, and it's literally just an attachment that you put around the back of the shifter because the shifters are metal, and when you shift, the magnet pulls it back into place, and you can actually feel the shift, and it makes it feel like a clunk instead of a slight
thing
change.
Yeah,
I guess you can say.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
So,
I haven't. I've tried going manual a couple of times on time trial. I just haven't got the hang of it just yet to break it down into the league.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No, absolutely.
I'll stick with just get used to the wheel for now.
Yeah.
Because even before Wallaby, just doing racing games, it was always controller. So still getting used to this. It's so much fun though. Just you're turning. You're turning. You don't have to be like with controller. It's all full lock. Whereas like with the wheel, you got to get used to just doing your little turns and like even out of those long full power corners, you get used to just turning them properly. You know, like a real car. So it's awesome.
Really
But
throw it in.
it's getting there, definitely getting there.
Absolutely, I've seen a massive improvement even just over the last 2 races. From where you were at the practice race, I think you joined. Yeah, you did. The practice race was a bit of a, what's happened to Unique here? And then finding out that you've gone to wheel, and then even up until now, it's a big upgrade.
Yeah, I've still finished a lap down both races, so my aim for this race is to finish on the lead lap. But I'm feeling good about Canada. It's actually my favourite circuit. So I'm glad you got that because that was actually going to be one of my next questions. But before we get into that, Bladey, have you got any questions for Unique at all?
No. Oh, actually one. In time trial, have you tried out no traction yet?
No, I haven't. To be honest,
definitely different, mate. It's definitely different.
I was on the medium, and then I tried manual, trying to get used to that. I haven't done the full beans yet to go to no traction. It's definitely where I want to be, and going back to medium traction is definitely where I want to be. I just want to get used to the confidence of the wheel and the throttle inputs and turning and braking before I go to medium, and then I'll go to the manual gear shift, and then I'll be back to no traction hopefully somewhere this year. We'll just see how we go, eh?
That's good. And look, going back again over the previous seasons, I know we've talked about previous seasons in the past already, but being so far in both seasons, teams that have won constructors, you obviously putting in a bit of effort into both those ones, especially in the first season with Ferrari. It was just off chops with that one. No one could catch you guys. But how, like in terms of once you get to that comfortable pace, and let's talk down the track, even if it's next season, for instance, would you be aiming for another constructors, or would you be aiming, that's it, I want my time to shine, I want number one?
Look, it's definitely different. I've been lucky enough to be in constructors with awesome racers like Andy H and Car Gamer. And 100%. And once I get my feet and get more experience and get better at my craft, I definitely want to be up there fighting the best guys. I just don't think my time's there right now, so I'm happy to play my support role and do my thing and get my points for my team. But I definitely think that I've got stuff to push these guys. I think we're consistent.
I think you guys have got the stuff to get some really good points, to be honest. I genuinely mean that. I think
we're consistent and we just go about our business, and we know when we're not in a fight for different things. The last couple of races, I'll be honest, I've never been in the fight, so I just jump out of the way and fast the guys. But I've come away with 8 points for the team, which can make the difference. So I think me and Coco, we just go about our business and just do our thing. And obviously, it's a big change. I've gone from, as you said, from controller to wheel this season. I don't want to switch back just for points. I want to stick out and get that experience. And
I love to hear that.
Yeah, look,
you get a lot of drivers that make the change, but then quickly move back to controller just so they can get the points in there. So I love hearing that.
Yeah, and look, hopefully I get that experience and get better, and look, it's more fun for me, and that's what you want it to be at the end of the day, you know. No matter where you finish, you want to have fun. You don't want to be leading the race and, you know, in it or whatever it is. You want to be, you know, having a bit of fun, because that's what, you know, the Sundays are all about. It's great being a part of the Wallaby, because you get to wind down on a Sunday afternoon and get to have a bit of fun. So if I can get better, and that's the aim, I'll try and get better, and hopefully we can
If
get
it's
some
a
wins on the
bit of a stretch, mate, you will. You'll 100% go there.
Yeah.
I fully believe it. So.
Hopefully see a couple of wins on the board, and we'll go from there. Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
definitely in the plan.
Oh.
Hopefully.
Well, mate, look, it's awesome. Always good talking to you. But we're going to leave it there. We're going to move over to just a few things before we end this session and move over to the lobby and get things going. But thank you very much for joining, mate. I really appreciate it. Good to talk to you.
Not a problem, lads. Take care. See you guys.
See you, mate. Bye. So, guys, again, that was Unique Throne, as you are very aware. Just making that transition from the controller to wheel, and he's loving it. He's definitely working on it, but he's having a good time. So, yeah. Now, guys, what we're going to do, I'm going to have a quick look at the standings as they are currently after 2 races. But as you can see in the list there, you've got the number 1 fight at the moment. We've got Car Gamer and Andy Hannafan both on the 55 points, with J Rocket 10 points behind. And Henchman, you know, not even that. Like, he's what? He is 16 points behind, but it looks, my maths is terrible. That's not 14. But he's in it. He's in for the fight. Thanks, Blade. So it's going to be a very interesting battle between this top 4, I think. Kano is even moving into the mix now, you know, sitting on 30 points. So that's your top 5. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, Gumbo, I'll definitely grab you in a sec, mate. I'm just going to go over these standings, and I'll shoot you a quick invite. So that's our standings as we see fit. So again, Car Gamer and Andy Hannafan in top, on the top spot. J Rock at 10 points behind. Henchman currently sitting on 41 points. Kano 30 in 6th place is the Mercedes with 28 points for defeated Damo. Rafa Bajala in P7, the Cub in P8 for Ferrari. P9 is Dust Till Dawn. P10 is Jack Sully, and I believe P10 Jack Sully isn't showing his true potential. I know that he can get up there, so we will see that happen in due course, I reckon. In P11 is one of our reserves, Rapid Daff. Zachary in P12 now. Unfortunately, Zachary has stepped down from racing, so he is now a reserve until he can get his internet back up and running. Which moves Gumbo back up, which moves Gumbo up into P12, I guess, for now. In P13, currently on 8 points. Kirko also on 8 points, Unique on 8 points, and then Stroker Ace on 6 points. Let's move over to the constructors. As you can see here, for 85 points, so well in the lead there. Red Bull in P2, driver 48, obviously a massive fan of the Red Bull lads, being one of them himself. He's putting it out there for them tonight, and so am I. I've got all confidence in the world that Car Gamer's going to win this one. McLaren in P3, so the Fire Boys are up there. Alfa Romeo P4, Williams P5, Alpine P6, Mercedes P7, AlphaTauri P8, and then Haas and Aston Martin both on 0 points. So after 2 races, are going to be looking at getting some points up on the board. Now I'm going to shoot Gumbo a quick invite, unless Gumbo you want to join the lobby quickly. Let's get him in here.
I have also opened the main lobby.
Excellent, guys. So just so everyone knows, the lobby for the race in Canada is open. So if you would like to join that lobby, it's ready to go. And you put that in chat, yeah, Blade?
Yep, cool, right now.
Good man.
Audio included.
Audio included. Gumbo has got his wish.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw it.
What did you
Not-
say? What
not- No, I didn't. I missed what I've done. Unfortunately, I missed that. But I read it in chat and I was like, oh, how have I missed this? So for those of you in chat, you would have seen it. But for those of you listening later, Gumbo got his wish and has actually put Kirko into the wall. So I'm guessing out of those three questions,
I've already
we
filled
can
it, mate.
strike off. Who do you want?
Mate,
You clipped it?
I feel more of a man right now.
Did you clip it?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't. It was coming around the last turn.
That's
Yeah,
so
right.
funny.
And he was like in front of me. He pulled over.
Oh, that's so funny.
There was someone around us. I don't even know who it was. I swear someone's got a vouch for us. It might have been J Rocket that was around us, but yeah, I just sat at full T-bone.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway,
That's
I
really
don't need
funny.
to do that ever again. I've ticked that off my bucket list.
You ticked it off your bucket list. Formula One, Wallaby
List ready
racing.
already.
Who's next in line? Who's next in line to put into a wall if it was a 5-lapper or a practice lobby, as you can see here?
Oh, you know what? If I get into a practice lobby, you turn up to that, I'm taking you out.
Oh, that's great, mate. I love it. Any way to beat my time. That's what it is.
I'm
That's
starting
it.
to think I'm starting to think I just go, oh, that's the boss. Let's just smash in.
Oh, look, I'm not gonna lie. If I had the opportunity,
Yeah, same.
Well, thanks, lads. Love you.
I had a chance to punch
I think
Mate,
I'm not like.
I've got one thing
If
to
I
say.
could put it, yeah.
Yeah, that's tick. I don't have to say anything else.
Yeah.
Just tick.
Tick that off.
No, for me, look,
You
I think for
cheeky
me, it's
bugger.
probably the 5 of us. So myself, Blade. Oh, sorry, Blade, you, Kirko, Gumbo, and then Henchman into the wall. If I could do that, I'd be a happy man, especially in one 5-lapper or one practice lobby. Oh, mate, I'll be going to bed feeling good.
Mate, I tell you what, on 5 lappers, me and you always seem to be together.
We always seem to. There's a magnet.
There.
Freaking magnet.
Someone's not finishing the race when we do 5 lappers.
I don't know what it is though. In those 5-lappers, you seem to pull out the pace. I'm like, where has this guy come from? Who's he letting drive for him?
Sandbagging, mate. Sandbagging.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
yeah.
a
Right.
sandbagger, sure.
Of course he is.
Well, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to leave it there because we're going to go
Certainly
get
will.
this lobby sorted, which Blade's already done, luckily, but I've got a few things that I need to do before I jump back into a lobby. But thanks, guys, for joining us. I really appreciate it. Everybody in chat, thank you for joining us. Guys and girls, join us here in about 15 minutes as we're going to quali for Canada for 35 laps around here. I think it's going to be a good one. I really do. Before we go, Gumbo, Kirko, what are your predictions? What do you reckon? P1, P2, P3?
It's a
Oh,
tough one because Canada's got a lot of penalties. The barriers are kind of closed, so
I just done a
It's-
113 flat with no setup, I know that. But
not too bad.
that's not that great, but
That's about 4 seconds slower than your TT time.
yeah, something like that. I've only done 3 laps on TT.
But I personally think this race is going to come down to penalties, and
It
Yeah,
is.
100%.
Yeah.
I think
it's going to be a hard one to pick.
I have to pick like J Rocket or Car Gamer, obviously. Like they're probably
Yeah.
the ones to beat, and then probably Henshey will be close third.
Yeah, I think
Volcano,
Henshey might be a
I
bit
don't
of a
know.
dark horse again. He's been a
Well,
dark horse in the
I-
last couple of races. He's just sort of
I
snuck
said
right
it
up
from the
there,
get-go.
hasn't he?
Henchman is my
Just-
dark horse for the entire season.
Yeah, it's just
If he can keep consistent, with the top 4 points, there is a very good strong possibility that he could actually go P1 for the constructors, for
Yeah.
the championship. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, well, I don't want to put anyone in particular order, but I sort of looked at the field and I thought if I could get a like P7, I'd be happy. So
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave you there. I will leave this session, and I'm going to stop the stream. I will be starting that stream back up in roughly 20 minutes' time as we go live in Canada for short qualifying. What are your opinions on formation lap back on? I've heard
it didn't work.
rumours that it's actually fixed. It didn't work?
I just watched it in OCE Div 2, did not work.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
That's
all
all
I
it
did
Because it's
today.
off.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, they tried it.
Happy to hear.
They had a test.
Yep.
And Kahoot and Muckping got kicked.
Both got kicked.
And then it was
Okay.
just like carnage.
Okay.
That's
Excellent.
basically what we
Excellent.
need to know.
Well, that's it. Formation lap still off, guys.
Yeah. For now.
Excellent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you again in 20 minutes' time. Bye.